everybody. My name is Kim Hawk, and I am known as the fairy godmother of real estate on the YouTube channel called Near Disney. Hey, and I have got my dream team with me. Dream team, you want to say hi?
Hey, everyone.
So we will share with everybody that Rachel, the artist, the painter that she is, she's getting ready to show some of her wonderful art in a gallery. I think she's actually going to have some of her stuff in 𝐍�絵Gallery up in Sarasota here pretty soon. So she is not with us today, but everybody knows Cinderella below Virginia. You want to say hi? Yeah.
Hey, everyone.
Our prince, I still can't get this right, guys. Our Prince Elijah.
Camera's inverted, so when we point that way, we're
Thank you. But we want to introduce, we've got Chelsea. So Chelsea Brooks.
Hi, guys.
And it's so exciting when you get a new team member that has a lot of expertise. In particular, Chelsea, tell us where you grew up.
I actually grew up in Windermere, Florida. We moved there when I was 7, so spent many years living there.
Yes. And Chelsea, if you guys haven't seen, we've done a Windermere YouTube video. And Chelsea just takes control of a motorboat and just takes us around and shows us where Shaquille O'Neal's house was and just gives us all kinds of great information on where to hang out. But now you live where?
I live in St. Cloud now. About 2 years ago, we bought a house out here in historic downtown St. Cloud. So I'm excited to get you guys some information on that too.
Yes. Love that. And I was so happy to be a part of that transaction. But let me tell you, she knew that whole town like the back of her hand. So I knew immediately when she got that real estate license. We're like, St. Cloud girl, here we go. Chelsea Brooks. So what's been going on since the last time we saw everybody? I think it looks like you guys survived St. Patrick's Day. Yeah?
Yeah.
I know Celebration was hopping. I know Mulligan's, there's an Irish pub that's in the front of Celebration, and it was super, super busy. And so it's just a blessing to see a lot of people out and about enjoying themselves. And I don't know if you guys know, but we were promoting on our last show. We are still helping a group raise funds for Ukrainian refugees. There's a group of people that we know that 100% of proceeds are going to Poland right now to help everybody that's coming across. And so if anybody wants any information on that, or if anybody wants to travel there and help, we actually have people that will help make that happen. You can be there if that's what your heart's desire is, and you have that ability to do that. Okay. So we are here, though, to talk about the top 4 hot picks for Central Florida. And let me tell you guys, it is scorching hot in regards to how quickly properties are just flying off the shelves. Would you agree?
100%.
100%.
Absolutely.
And this week I have gotten more phone calls. Thank you to a lot of you folks that are watching on YouTube. And like we said, if you haven't had a chance to, please make sure you subscribe and like, because I do think this information is going to be very helpful. And if nothing else, you want to really utilize the resources of these expert realtors that we have, my dream team, because you don't pay anything as a buyer to use our resources. But let me tell you, when you need somebody knocking on a door, finding out if somebody's willing to sell, or you're determined you're coming to Central Florida and you got to have a 4-bedroom and the only thing that's available is a 3-bedroom, that's when all of a sudden you're going to be like, hallelujah, I found Virginia, I found Elijah, I found Chelsea. So definitely don't be shy about that. And we also say, if it's new construction, now's the time you can start talking to us about that now. It could take 2 years before you possibly might even start new construction. Or you might say, I want new construction, but I need it done in 90 days. Well, that's even a taller order for us, but we can make that happen, right? I've seen Virginia do that as well. So speaking of which, last week, we always talk about, we want the show to be really for you. And we just keep saying, just ask your questions so we know what kind of content we can provide. And there was a specific question saying, hey, can you talk a little bit about Orlando? So Virginia has been scouring Orlando, and I think she's got a hot property to talk about.
I do. I'm going to talk about this property in Orlando on our 10th week of the show. I can't believe we're in double digits now. It's pretty awesome. So I went to a property, the address is 5452 Coral Way in Orlando. And this is a really unique property. First of all, it's really secluded. It's about a 200-foot tree-lined driveway. So there's a lot of privacy once you drive up to the house. It has a large lot. It's on a lake, a big circular driveway, so a lot of room for parking. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It was built in 1995. The price is $450,000, and it's just shy of 3,000 square feet.
Wow.
It has a massive open porch when you walk in that the owners use to watch movies. There's a big screen on the wall, and the screen actually conveys when you buy the property, so you can watch a lot of movies in your screened-in outdoor porch. There is, on the back of the house, there's a glass-covered lanai that has a plunge pool. It's probably about, I don't know, 3.5, 4 feet deep, just a little pool to kind of cool off in. And they have sand areas around there, so it's kind of like a little Zen garden back there. It's kind of cool, really quirky, but a really nice entertaining space. Inside the house, you will be really impressed with the beautiful, and when I say beautiful, they are just like pristine looking wood floors and wood ceilings, just really interesting architecture in a large open floor plan with the kitchen and the dining and the living room. And then you have 3 pretty spacious bedrooms and some nice on the floors in the bathrooms that have glass enclosure showers. So all in all, it's just a really unique property. I just can't get over how beautiful it was on the inside. Just the woodwork was just stunning.
And I love the fact it sounds like it's kind of an oasis, kind of like almost on an island in the sense in Orlando. Am I hearing you correctly on that?
Yeah, it's just, so it has a water view. It's right on a lake or a pond, but it's pretty big, but it's completely secluded back there. So you do feel like you're just kind of on your own little island back there.
I love that. And when you were talking about showers, I know Elijah and I were talking about when we just did a tour with Helena and Ron and Linda. Hello, hopefully they're watching. But which, by the way, last week, you guys, we had over 1,000 people that were watching the program, so it's growing. So we just send our love out to everybody, and we do appreciate the time that you guys spend with us. One of the things we found, Elijah, right, was the showers. Everybody, that seems to be the hot topic. It's like these bathrooms are really up in their game.
Luxury showers that look really contemporary or have more features with the nozzles or rain or even seating in there. It always makes us jealous, and we love to see that as a checklist for people.
Yes. And don't you find, you guys, the longer you do this, you're like, oh gosh, now I need to do that at my house. Oh, now I got to remodel that in my house. Oh gosh. And so thank goodness we've got wonderful handymen that can make that happen. But yeah, that sounds good. All right. So Orlando, thank you. And I know we're going to go to downtown Orlando in a couple weeks with the YouTube crew and do a specific Orlando video. I was the president of the Downtown Orlando Partnership in my younger years, probably when I was closer to Chelsea's age. And I spent a lot of time, Lake Eola, Delaney Park, College Park. There's a lot of cool stuff. And especially with the Dr. Phillips Center that's there now with all these wonderful concerts, to be able to walk to that and then to have everything that's available to you in Orlando. So thank you, Cinderella, for bringing up Orlando this week. All right, now we're going to go to Elijah. Elijah, I think you want to tell us a little bit about a property in Windermere, right?
Yeah, I had the pleasure of going back out to Windermere and showing some lovely people a listing that had water access. Actually, this is an area called the Marina Bay Estates. The address was 11036 Schooner Way in Windermere. It was a 4-bed, 3.5 bath on multiple 2 stories, but the primary suite was still on the first floor, which is nice, and it was looking at 3,391 square feet. Kind of had a cool floor plan, because as you walked in the front, they had off to the side, a staircase that took you upstairs. But also when you came into the living room area, that just kind of has a really nice gray touches and nice plank flooring. Very spacious, with just surrounded by windows. But in the back, there's a spiral staircase actually that makes it feel really magical, like Cinderella's castle, that takes you up to the second floor as well. And it had a private pool that was screened in, and getting off of the lot of land that was in the back, a lot of grassed in area, we said it had a canal access where you've got your dock, and you can set up a boat, and got a balcony on the top as well that looked out on that had a big size to it, and it was kind of like a sun deck for hanging out. So yeah, we were happy about that.
Yeah, I love that. So Windermere, and as we mentioned before, if you haven't had the opportunity, please check out our YouTube video on Windermere. It is really known as the City of Lakes, and Chelsea did a great job at introducing us to a lot of those areas. But that house in particular, the way that it's set on a lot with an adjacent lot that nobody could build on, it just felt massive. And that is an area where we find that you can, many times, not always, get the larger pieces of property. And you may be able to have like a big fenced in yard. Sometimes you're dealing with maybe septic tanks instead of public water and sewer. And so realtors that we are, we know how to have the license inspector check those things out for you before you go to close. Because obviously you want to make sure that type of stuff is maintained, because you don't want to be, buying a money pit or anything. But good. That's a very good choice. Now what we want to do is we want to swing. Oh, good. I think Virginia's got Lake Nona that you want to talk about.
Yeah, so I saw 2 homes in Lake Nona. They are pre-construction right now, but they're almost finished. So they don't have a street number. They have a street name, though. They're on Rawson Street, and that is in the Somerdale Park neighborhood of Lake Nona. The homes are by Dreamfinders Homes, and so if you want to check out their website, the model is the Arlington, which seems to be a pretty popular model. It's a 1-story. Both of them have 4 bedrooms. One has 3 full baths, and the other one has 2 and then a half bath. So pretty similar layouts. They are 2,600 square feet, around that. And they, so the Dreamfinders Homes are saying that they will pay all of the closing costs. They're using that as a promotion if you use their preferred lender, which is a good deal. So in Lake Nona, yeah, they're great price points. $739, $952 is one, and the other one is $733, $555. So they're very much in the pre-design stage of it, and that's the pricing. So if you get in there, then you can possibly make choices on some of the design elements on the inside of the property.
Yeah.
And the location's great, near shopping, 30 minutes to all the parks via 417. And just Lake Nona just has, all the desirable amenities that people are looking for. So they're just 2 interesting properties that are good for families or, people who just love the Lake Nona area.
Yes, I love it. And also realize too, it's wonderful Virginia's, encourage you to go to a website, but also remember too, if you guys would be so kind, before you go into a new construction area, please make sure that you bring your realtor with you, have them come with you, sign in, because what'll happen is now we'll be able to have an opportunity to possibly go visit the property while it's under construction for you, go take photos of it. If you bring us in too late, they're not going to allow us in your house. And so there's a lot of things that we can help guide you with. And I know a lot of our people have really enjoyed us being able to send photos to them if they're up in New Jersey or what have you, so they can see that things are progressing. And anyway, so good one. So far, that's wonderful. So we've touched on Orlando. We have touched on Windermere. and we have touched on Lake Nona. And so I will share with our audience today that a lot of the properties that we loved and that were hot, one in particular was a brand new listing that we just got, but because of our YouTube audience, which we love you guys, it took a contract within the first hour. So we're not able to talk about that, but I've asked Elijah to talk about one of the services that we do when it's somebody that has worked with us. So Elijah, you want to talk about maybe a rental?
Yes, typically we don't prioritize focusing on rentals as the listings that we take on, but sometimes we will, especially when someone has worked with us, has bought through us, or selling through us, and they want to be able to, on the other side, say, now that I've got this, I plan to use this as an investment. Could you maybe help us get a renter for it? Because we would enjoy to continue working with you, because you've done so well for us, and we're happy to fill in that role as well. So yeah, and especially in this market, we kind of have our work cut out for us, because it's like Kim said at the start of this video, it's so hot, things are just evaporating off the market, and the rental inventory here in Celebration, Florida has just kind of been at like a historic low for a while. So we had the opportunity to get a 3-bedroom 3-bathroom rental in Celebration available at a 1211 Stonecutter Drive, unit 207, here in the Artisan area of Celebration, which is cool because that has access to all the specific Artisan amenities, I think, even as a renter. So it is a 1,736 square feet, but it has a incredible balcony view that looks out on water. A lot of the rooms have a lot of space as you're walking through it. It's a big living room. It's a large primary and large kitchen that gives you a lot of space to have everyone gathering inside of it as well. And like I said, even the extra bathroom has like a nice glass like walk-in shower, and so sometimes it's just nice to see those things. And the primary's closet is this big walk-in closet that has all kinds of custom shelving inside of it that can be really conducive to organizing your things. So it's a really opportunity. I mean, just check the market today. There are like 2 or 3 3-bedroom rentals in Celebration altogether, and so we are priced right now with this incredible view in this incredible area of Celebration with 3 bedrooms at $3,700 per month. But we would suggest, if you're interested in the pictures you've seen or the things that I'm saying, still reach out to us, because we have been, I think, getting some whispers of that there might, that it might be a hot unit.
Yeah, exactly. We've already had a call of somebody. So what happens on the rentals is typically what you'll find in Central Florida, 25-mile radius around Cinderella's Castle, is you'll typically have an application fee that tenant is going to need to pay. And it might be $85 a person. Typically, it's anybody that's over 18 years old will need to fill out that application. And then what happens is the realtors that are representing that owner will then send it into a system, and they'll do a credit check, and they'll do a criminal check, and all that kind of good stuff, because we want to make sure that we've got the right fit for our owners. Now, don't be frightened, you guys, sometimes if your credit score isn't that great. We understand that things happen. We had the pandemic, and that might be one of the reasons why somebody is renting. That's not always the reason. If your credit scores that's not always the reason. It could be somebody that's from up north that says, I just want to fill out the area for a while. I don't want to commit quite yet. I want to stay for a year, because in Celebration, it's a minimum. It's a 1-year lease. We don't do short-term vacation rentals here. But then you kind of get to fill out what villages you might like. And we're excited to say on Monday, we're going to be taking this Nev and going around Celebration and showing you what we mean when we're talking about villages. And it's pretty cool. They have different personalities, but they're all very close still to a very vibrant downtown with bustling restaurants and coffee shops and whatnot. So if you think you have an interest in being a tenant and checking out the Central Florida area, being able to have a car in a garage, this one has a garage as well. And like Elijah said, this is going to be one of the most economically priced ones. I think it might be the second most economically priced one. That's 3 bedrooms. Actually, I think it's the most economically priced 3-bedroom, 3-bath. And then you add that it has a garage and it has the water view. So we are here to help. We want to help everybody. And we want to be able to talk about what interests that you guys have. So once again, don't hesitate. Put your questions in here. We will follow up. And I think we've covered our hot 4, right? Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, welcome, Chelsea. We'll be hearing more from you next week. And I think we've got some open houses that are coming up this weekend too. So just stay in touch with my group and we will make sure we do the best that we can for you guys because we really love what we do. Okay? All right. Anybody have anything to say?
Just have a great week. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. Have a great week. Bye, guys.